Welcome to IB360. In this video, we are going to solve the raised 2 problems of section B, that is question number 9 and question number 10. So the question number 9 is Speedway Airlines flies from city A to city B. The flight time is normally distributed with a mean of 260 minutes and a standard deviation of 15 minutes. So here it is given as the mean is equals to 260 minutes and the standard deviation SD equals to 15 minutes. Okay, so these are the things that is written here, and a flight is considered late if it takes longer than 275 minutes. So first we need to draw the distribution graph and we will understand the question number 1. So first we will draw the distribution graph. So it's something like this. This is the middle line, and again we need another one line. So this is the rest line, and this is the middle where the mu exists or the mean exists, and the graph would look like this. So the graph would look like this, where this is mu, it means the mean, so it is basically equals to 260 minutes, and standard deviation is of 15 minutes. So one standard deviation here, mu plus sigma, one standard deviation, it is 260 plus 15 equals to 275. So 1 plus sigma, so here 275 line lies here. This is the 275 minute line lies. Okay, so now it is written like that: if flight is considered late if it takes longer than 275 minutes. So if the flight takes time longer than this period, longer than this particular point, so it will be considered as late. It will be considered as late. So what is not late? The line and this particular area on this side, will be not on late. Okay, so calculate the probability a flight is not late. So when the area will be on the left side of mu plus delta, so the flight will not be late. So for that we need to find out the z value. We need to find the z value. Now z equals to x minus mu divided by sigma. Here x equals to 275 minutes. Calculate is not late, so x equals to 275 minutes, this line. So 275 minus 260 divided by mu equals to 15. So 15 divided by 15 equals to 1. So the value of z equals to 1. Now from the chart, from the standard deviation chart, we need to find out the probability, like to convert z to p. This chart will be provided to you. Like the calculator, the chart will be in your hand, and from that chart you need to find out the value of the probability. So let's find out the probability. Like here is the chart that I have taken. This is the standard normal distribution chart. Here you can see table values represent area to the left of the z score. So this is the z score. Sorry, this is the z score. This is the z score, that is 1, and area to the z score is left of the 275 line. Okay, so we will find out that. So from here you can see that. From here you can see here is the z value, and we need to find out here is the z value. Now in this line we have to find out 1 because our z value is 1. So here you can see it is 0 0 0, then here it is 1, here it is 1, and obviously you can see the perspective probability is 0.8413. The probability is 0.8413, so it is 0.8413. So from the chart it is clear that calculate the probability a flight is not late. The probability that the flight is not late is 0.8413. This is the solution. So whatever there are, you need to find out from the chart given there. And one more thing I need to tell before proceeding, that the complete area is considered to be complete area, or the complete probability will be considered as 1, and this particular line will divide the probability in two equal halves. So this particular half will have the probability 0.5, and this particular half will have the probability 0.5. So both will add the complete probability to be 1, and this is the continuous distribution table. You have to keep this in mind. This is the continuous distribution table. And for normal writing, like how you will express that, you can express that in this way: n, and the mean is 260 and the standard deviation is 15. You have to give the square here. So this is the normal representation. This is the normal representation, that is normal distribution of x, normal distribution of x, where mean is 260 and the standard deviation is 15 square. Standard deviation is 15, so variance is 15 square. So in this way, this problem, the number one problem, is done. Now for the second problem, let us come to the second problem. You just have to remember this part only, that the area of this line, area left to this line, will be 0.8413. Now the second question, now let's come to the second question, the question number B. The flight is considered to be on time if it takes between m and 275 minutes. The probability that a flight is on time is 0.830. Okay, so again we need to draw the probability distribution curve, and each and every problem will be done after this curve only. So this curve is very important. So this is the probability distribution line. Minute fractions or minute problems will be there in the curve, because it is handmade graph. So please, so from here, just I need to hit here. In this way the graph is obtaining, in this way the graph is there. Now the thing is, here it is written as the flight is on time if it takes between m and 275 minutes. So this is first mu is 260, and this particular region is mu plus sigma, where it is 275, and here somewhere the aim lies. Here somewhere the aim lies, and it is stated in the question that this complete area, if it shows that it is on time, this complete area represents it is on time. So let me give some points here, like this is the point, this is the point A, this is the point A, this is the point B, and this is the point C. Okay, so what we need to find out is that the area, we need to find out this particular portion. Let me change the color. We need to find out the area of this particular portion, then we will find out the value of m. This is our motto. So first of all, what will be the area of this portion, that is B2C? What will be the area of B2C? Let's see that. What is the area of B2C? I have already told that this half area is 0.5. So this half area is 0.5, and the complete area is all, so this half area is also 0.5, and the complete probability from A to from the complete probability is, the complete probability from this to this, the probability is 0.8413. From previous question you can see, that the probability was like that. So what we will do, we will create this this is the complete probability there. Now we need to find out this area, this probability. So it is nothing but so this probability of from B2C, the probability will be, the probability is 0.8413 minus 0.5, because the complete probability is 0.8413 and this area is 0.5. So if we deduct from the complete area, so the probability of this single area, the probability is 0. Yes, from here you can see that the probability is 0.3413. 0.3413. This is the probability of this area. This area probability is 0.3413. This is the probability of this area. Now we need to find out the probability of this area also. Probability now m to the probability of m to 275 is given as 0.830. You can see here it will be considered on time if it is from M to 275. So as it is from M to 275, the probability is 0.830, but this area probability is 0.3413. Now we need to find out the area of this blue shaded area, this blue shaded region. We need to find out the probability. So the probability is of from M to mu, the probability is, as you can see, 0.830 minus 0.3413. This is the area of this is the probability of this area, that is M to U. See clearly, M to U, this area, and the probability, that is 0.4887. This is the probability of this area, that is 0. Let me clear that again. It is 0.4887. Now I have already told that this complete half is, I have already told this complete half is 0.5. So this region, that is the black shaded region, will be the black shaded. So from then the area left to M will be, area, and it is a probability, left to M will be then the probability left to M will be 0.5 minus 0.4887. So the probability is 0.0113. So this is the probability. So this is the probability, that is 0.5 minus 0.4887. Then the probability left to M is this. Now again we need to find out this value from the chart, and we need to find out the value of Z. We need to find out the value of Z from the chart, and after finding out the value Z from the chart, we will be able to find out the value of M. So let's see again the chart where this value presents, that is 0.0113. So let's again see the chart where the value presents 0.0113. So you can see here 0.0113, the value we need to find out. So here you can see 0.0113, 0.0113. Here you can see this is the value, this is the value 0.0130. So this is the value. Now we need to find out this value from the and we will be able to find out the Z value, that is minus 2.2, and here 0.8. So it is minus 2.28. This is the value of Z. So the value of Z is, so value of Z is, so I'm taking one new page. So value of Z is minus 2.28 from the graph, and the formula of Z is x minus mu divided by sigma, and value of Z is minus 2.28. This is minus 2.28 equals to, we need to find out x, minus 260 divided by 15. So x equals to, you will, after calculating this, you will find out x equals to 230.8. So this is the value of x. Basically x is nothing but M. So what is the value of M? The value of M is 230.8. This is the value of M. In this way it will be considered. Okay.